You can go into say code or you can use a lot more. Yeah, we're actually gonna talk about this. So the first okay, cool. So what's the major difference between the three? That's copyright, patent, trademark, and what I don't know, patent. Let's talk about like let's talk about color. You know how like color is meant. Yeah, most people don't. So a patent normally like holds the whole intervention, the whole invention of something. Most 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 companies okay that and there are actually three types of patents: utility, plant, and design. So utility it's where let's say like someone the first person created let's say let's pick the right product. They created the flight, right? So we have people who modified the whole flight. Now let's say for example Boeing. That's a sample of like utility pattern. You can actually even go maybe more into like machine, how machines are designed and whatnot. That's part of like utility pattern. Class patent, so class patent is like unique. It's so unique something, something very unique. This is mostly into like biology and what. So we're not gonna talk about it. And we have another one, design patent. Design patent is like a unique way which something is. You can actually look at example, HP machines. HP machines are kind of like unique. They're designed differently than let's say Lenovo. So yeah, those are the type of patents. For you, just know patents. It's just like reading all. Uh, it's just the brand's original invention. That's why you can't know more about Coca-Cola. Uh, let's talk about trademark, and I think most people know about trademark. We have seen maybe kuna like some other day trademark Bazoo. So we can take an example of Microsoft. Microsoft has their own like logo. That's something for trademark. So what's trademark? Trademark like it's just something that actually symbolizes a thing. So we register a symbol that trademarks it. So it does not have to be registered in a way you can actually like have the whole thing. So the most important thing, let's talk about copyright. So for copyright, so copyright actually stores your own in something. Uh, it includes a lot. We can go like you normally see in a website. Normally, I hope this one has normally have like something like this. So Steve is normally like a copyright. Yeah, that's taking it. So copyright is just so you like ownership things and whatnot. And there's a lot to deep dive in this, and unfortunately, I ain't a lawyer. I can't like do much on that. But yeah, that's that. So that's like okay. One of the biggest uh, this a whole overview of whole this. So what can we do? Like, has someone ever like signed something about like going to like normally when we do sign contracts, we have a place where like you cannot work for someone who does exactly same as what we do in maybe 1 year. So this we're gonna talk about like importance of trade secret and this is normally like a gray area I'll say because uh yeah it's something you can start and have a whole but I'll say it's like a gray area. So the most the most important thing about secret, it makes a company to survive, makes a company to not have crazy quote unquote unfair competition. It's a bad thing at the same time, but it's it's another thing about this keeping trade secrets. It's normally like there, there's a whole lot of like unique selling points of a company. Yeah, that's that. And let's talk about the most interesting thing. Another interesting thing aspect: open source software and licensing. This one we're actually going to look at Gemini. I start something a little bit, and it's I know most of you can be like devs. So have you seen like MIT license somewhere on your README, GNU Apache license, NDAs license? Someone can tell me like what they normally do. Yeah, what was okay. So MIT normally like it's anyone can use. This one it's normally like away from like you can't use it in some places. Apache you can use it for commercial and non-commercial. First thing is it's similar to MIT. You can BSD is similar to MIT. You can use it for anywhere. Profit, non-profit. Yeah. So yeah, and IP assignment and ownership. This topic, this is quite massive. It's a massive thing, and intellectual property assignment and ownership. This mostly like deals with uh maybe company owners and what's not. And let's go to like our next topic, which is animated one. Again, oh, oh my god, this thing has done me hell. So what are NDAs? And the best thing ever, you can actually start everything online. NDAs. So here's been non-disclosure agreement. For that, so it's a normal contract that creates a confidential relationship between you and another person who will gain the information. Let's say, for example, Microsoft and you, a person and you. So yeah, that's mostly like what an NDA does. And so let's see importance of having NDA in software and key positions uh, for us. Yeah, if you guys have questions midway, you can just ask me, and yeah, I will. So the best thing about like this new age, you can get anything in Gemini, and let's walk through this. So, uh, good idea to like find confidential information. Outline what constitutes confidential information, including trade secrets. We never thought about it. Proprietary information, business and customer data. All these like the simple things that make another obligation of confidentiality. So this specifies basically protected this information. Permitted use, of course. So how you use it, define how confidential information is for any specific usage. So this is where I talked about that some companies can argue you can't use their own information up to 1 year after working with them. Expect what are the exceptions required by law and courts? Remedies. What can you do? Sometimes you can actually pay. So some of the most like important uh, uh, of NDAs is like you protect your IP, intellectual properties. What you do, you can facilitate collaboration, have a good competitive advantage. Remember, I told you about like the selling point, build trust, and mitigate risk. This kills a lot of like legal issues we have like less amount of time uh, through lawyers and whatnot, and it's like kind of through like we can't move our secrets to another like company. So those are just like this is just a few of like important NDAs, and yeah, there's a lot of things. We actually could change. Like, I can say that's another thing. So honestly, of course, that's another part in which like it brings legal issues in our software development. As I told you, I normally like teach differently. We use LLMs for the advantage. Sometimes we use algorithms to like code. We don't need to like do a whole lot of Google search nowadays, but we have Gemini. Gemini will do a really good Google search for us. So, so these are quite funny, and I'll talk about it. So we have this work for hire agreements. So uh, so these are normally a contract assigns you ownership of the created work. Let's say, for example, I was in Google and I take this part of Gemini. In fact, I'll actually be liable of that. I can actually put it in everything. Uh, but I've actually created this, but it's actually a component of like Google Gemini too, right? So what for hire actually like shows even though you created it, it's you don't have like the whole property to have it. I hope you guys are getting it. You don't like own the whole thing. Yeah, that's it. Uh, so there are actually elements of what to hire. You have like have a clear definition of the work, the scope, ownership, the rights. You remember we talked about patents, copyright, compensation. Of course, this is one of the most important things. And confidentiality. So how will you protect it and what's up? So the next important thing is we have this battle will never end. Independent contractors versus employees, and there's actually like a clear distinction. So uh, independent contractors different is like both of us on that and on what we work for. That's the thing. We work for we own the copyright. Uh, and mostly employees don't own the copyright. It's the scope of the employment. Another big difference is we have control over the work and how it's done. So I'll do things my way than most of the company way. Difference usually employees will do the company and we normally don't have like employee benefits like PTO, healthcare, okay, normal tax, cuts. Employees have that. So it's normally like interesting. And another interesting part about collaborative projects. So let's say someone is actually and yeah, he's in charge maybe of like business and he wants you to develop a software on that business and he wants to take you as a co-owner. This is how you approach it. So, so this is not like we contribute to like some complex software issue. And one of the common approaches we normally use is uh, two different ownership. One, set ownership in license. Two, uh, understand the work. And so we create something and any company can use it. So there's normally like a lot of things to consider. That's contributions, uh, ownership agreements, maybe 60-40, you can go 30-70, maybe 30-20 and 50. Licensing, they contribute reality, which is an important aspect. I hope after that, I've been like quite on board. And yeah, so another important aspect, I think we have talked about it, is licensing. And we need the what are these kids and license say about them up here. Next thing I'm using to talk about here is and some of the task grant of license. So it specifies it says flowers license, you have seen about warranty, disclaimer, information. Those are some of the things we like. We can see an example of another license. There. Okay, let me see if I have like this one. So example like I hope it's going to be like quite fast. But yeah, so if I see some of the things in like manufacturing software, like about it's uh, it's I hope it's around. Yeah, I hope. Mm, yeah. It's good. So uh, next piece, we're going to talk a little bit about that. It's a sometimes can't say this nice. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, let's see. See a sample license for anything like this. So this is you can check at okay. Yeah. So this is issue reference number that I like used. Yeah. So it's a subscription for like a different IDE available. Uh, this is a full name story. I bought it last time. Just want to see how it will start. Uh, and yeah. So this is sample of a license. It is a paid license, and you can just see. If you against this, sometimes they normally like license they can give you the lawsuits and what's not. I, so license ID is not a license key, so the license key to like activate a product. The same thing can be said about under the blacks. Unfortunately, I stopped using. So yeah, that's that. Mm, and the most talk about the uh, data privacy. I hope you guys have seen much like
Yes, we can see, the screen clearly. Please continue.
like all the team them and it has been quite crazy about how
Um, Hello, Natkis. Are you speaking? Because on my side, I can't really clearly hear you. I don't know if you are speaking or not. Hello, guys. Can you please communicate via the chats? Because I can't really hear anything from my side. For the attendees, can you really hear anything? Oh, thank you so much, guys, for communicating. So, Natkis, can you hear me from your side? Hello, Natkis. Yeah. Hello, Natkis. Can you hear me? I think you're on mute. Mute. What just happened? We lost him. I don't know what's up, but we lost him. Hello, Natkis. Can you hear me?
Mnaweza can you hear me?
Yes, we
Hello, hello,
can.
can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Now I think, yeah, I think system ilikuwa imejimute.
Sorry for that, but I'll give a quick overview of what I was talking about. Then we'll be back.
Not a problem.
Sorry for that. Oh my God. Yeah, sorry for that. So, as I was saying, uh, allow unnecessary. In Kenya, I'll have to go back on. So, I started about like talking about this, and I went about the difference of like patents, copyright, and whatnot. Let me just do a quick one. And so I started on the patent. So patent is normally issued by like the government, allowing rights to invention for a certain period of time. Given a patent, maybe like 10 years to like do maybe inside, do intake and whatnot. So it actually safeguards a whole innovation. I haven't seen it in Kenya, but I'm pretty sure it is. The actions, there's utility, which like you can actually improve on new products, maybe a machine. There's plant patent, mostly in biology and whatnot. Uh, there's design patent, which can be used in software and whatnot, and like most everything. So design normally like deals about manufacture items. Uh, you can go tech, you can go like each and everything. Most things that can actually be manufactured. And I talked about trademark, and I can say trademark it actually it's a new unique thing that is the unique thing that actually separates maybe Microsoft from Amazon, uh, Microsoft like any other company. Yeah, I hope I'm being audible though, because I don't trust this thing. Yeah,
Yes,
cool.
you are.
Yeah,
Yes, you are.
that's and I'm actually yeah. So and And another thing I talked about copywriting, it origin work of authorship. So who owns it? And that's what sadly I see there. And I talked about trading secrets, and big importance is like it actually mitigates any company from like having losses, and it actually like safeguard copyright and all those things. I talked about open source, and with this I combined with the last licensing. And here is it. Here's the sample that I talked about. Uh, MIT license, new public license, and as BST, and I talked about Apache. Uh, and another license I talked about. Let me just go back a little bit. My license. Uh, so let me showing some of the licenses we can actually see, and this was JetBrains one, and some of the things that I actually talked about, you can find them here. Where is it? So, okay, give me a minute. Give me a minute. So, being audible now, because I have to check it. Yeah, I'll show you. I talked about NDs.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did talk about NDAs. Hello. Hello. I think we lost him again. He's having a lot of technical hiccups. It is very sad, but let's just wait for him. We lost our speaker again, which is quite unfortunate. So I don't know what's up with his internet because it's the second time. But let's give him time. Hello, Natkus. Can you hear me? Because from our end, okay, from my end, I can't hear you. I don't know what's up. I don't know if it's technical hiccups or something, but I cannot hear you. We stopped hearing you for a minute. Meanwhile, if our speaker can talk to us via the chats, we wouldn't mind to reply and converse via the chats. Well, I think we lost him again. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I think we need to just go back to Google Meet. Kwa sababu, these GDSC rooms are not working from my point of view. Mnaona aje? Is he back? Yes. Let me presenter mode. Hello, Dr. Notcase. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can, but
Yes.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of issue with Baby. I've just shared my slides. I don't know what's happening to be honest, but yeah, yeah, I've never used Baby. I don't know how even it works. But yeah, what I was talking, I hope Sahi nanisikia. Kindly
Yes.
ukinikosa kindly just tell me. But yeah,
Good.
so I've just done a sample overview of everything, including like uh like different types of how you get you're going to collaborate in projects, work for hire, independent contractors, employees. You can just see the samples around here. I hope I'm being audible because sasa sahi naishuku. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
you are.
Yeah, okay, cool. Because yeah, so some of the licenses I've talked about, I've shown my sample. You can see here, it's a JetBrains one. This is just certifying me to like use JetBrains tooling. And I've talked about ownership of codes. That's where I talked about like work for hire agreements, independent contractors and employees, and collaborative projects. I've talked about NDAs. I don't really care about NDAs. It's
Yeah.
I've actually had issues. Yeah, I've actually had issues with NDAs to be honest. And oh my god, I okay, I'll try to be like as possible sometimes. But NDAs has like a lot of structures, and you can find places it has like how are you going to like protect IPs, intellectual properties? How are you going to protect our trade secrets? How are you going to protect how our software functions? How are you going to protect algorithms and whatnot? So yeah, it's a lot of things, and I'll say it's quite interesting talking about it. Eh, yeah, okay, so okay, I'll have to look each and every time. Uh, and another thing about NDAs, it needs to be like crafted with two people in mind. That's the company and the person. Just be on the lookout. Another hack I can tell people is if you feel like you guys are having issues in NDAs, like getting to know about it, just copy your NDA and paste in an LLM and also explain it. Or you can look for a lawyer. They can do like a pro bono thing, or maybe it normally I think it's 1,500. And another thing we talked about IPs like trade secrets and whatnot. We talked about like overview of copyright, patents, and trademark. And I said patents is normally given by the country. Copyright is what makes you different. Let's say between Amazon and AWS, uh, Amazon, AWS, and Microsoft and Google. Copyright is what makes you different, and I talk about like a trademark. Trademark is something you can say like example Nike. So it's normally like a design element, Nike, or maybe like the Google logo, or we can talk about like the inbox logo. Yeah, I try to be like as simple as possible. And yeah, so I was here because this is one of the most important things ever. Causes a lot of legal issues. how you store your software, protection laws. If you're creating anything for Europe, always check on this. GDPR EU. Always check on that. Uh, and yeah, and I was going to like talk about a short overview of Kenyan one, and it's available online. It has a lot of things, and yeah, so you can just go and look it up. You can either download the the whole the whole PDF and just look it up. It's a really good thing. You can see example here is how they halted digital digital IDs, Maisha number, on the grounds of not have conducted a DPIA. That's data protection. I can't remember but yeah, that's like deals with data protection. So you can just look it up. There's a lot of information online, and if you guys have issues, kindly like there's these guys. Let me just lawyers hub. So they mostly deal with tech and whatnot. So if you have issues in data protection, data security, and compliance, those actually falls into legalities in software. Kindly do reach out to them. Uh, they are actually going to sort you out on that. And I'm actually sorry for that because, oh my god, I don't know how Baby works. This is quite funny, but I just did a brief overview on that. So I'll welcome questions, and you can just go through like my slides. I just put it as simple as that because it's going to make it easy for you to like. Let me put data protection of Kenya, protection law Kenya. Yeah. So yeah, if you are building something, always look up before you build anything. Always look up to like a lot of laws, different kind of things. But yeah, I sorry for that. I think Bevi had been knocking me out, but I prefer questions from you guys. Yeah, I hope you guys have learned because there's still a lot in terms of law, and yeah, I think I've talked a lot. But yeah, you can just see what I was talking about: data collection, consent, type of data, security of the data, disclosure, retention, accuracy, deletion, transfer, and confidentiality. So yeah, this it
Oh,
has a lot of things. Yeah, it has a lot of things that you guys gonna look it up. And yeah, let's become more guys into like compliance and whatnot. Yeah, you can ask me any question. I'm actually free.
all right. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm
Personally,
actually sorry for that. Yeah,
I have learned a lot. I have learned about NDAs, intellectual property, ownership of source code, and also there's something that you mentioned about work for hire agreements. There's also something you talked about collaborative projects and the different types of collaborative projects, which are joint ownership, shared ownerships, etc. And there's also licensing and data privacy and security. Personally, I am a developer and I didn't know all of this until today. So it has been really an interesting session for me personally because if it were not for this session, I couldn't have known all of this. But we really say thank you. And at this point, we would like to just invite questions, if any. I can see we have Anthony Gakio who is present. I think he just joined. But overally, we have learned a lot, Dr. Natcase, and we really appreciate you for sparing the time and coming here and sharing all the knowledge that you have. And that being said, we've also noticed issues using Bevy, and we'll try to manage that by moving for Google Meet, etc., like Zoom. And yeah, I don't know if there's anything Anthony Gaki would want to say because he's my fellow co-host. Hello, Anthony. Hmm.
Okay, sure. Thanks. I think yeah, you just tell me about it. I'll look for like a good day for myself and maybe come there and enjoy time with you guys. So yeah, I'll look it up. Definitely hit my DMs. I'll be on the lookout for that. But yeah, I'm really sorry for how like Baby have behaved. That's quite weird. I never understand how it has been like throwing me each and every time. But yeah, I hope you guys get more on this. There's a lot of things in compliance and legalities that most of us as software devs we get to know it after like doing one or two mistakes. So yeah, thanks for that again. Yeah, it was really like nice.
All right, so we can call it a wrap. Thank you so much for the session. It has been a really engaging session and also interesting session. We can't wait for more sessions with you, Dr. Natke, so that we can learn a lot of what you have in store for us when it comes to these sessions. And we have learned being the topic being legal issues in software development, we have learned a lot, and sure, we really appreciate your time and effort for coming here today. So thank you so much. I have been your host for this session, and have a good night. Thank you so much.
Thanks once more for having me. Yeah, have it, Major.
All right, goodbye.